What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new series on the channel. I call it CWF Backstage. I'm not sure what I want to do with this thing. It's just, it's basically just videos outside of CWF Live. So CWF Live will be taking place, this Friday. So, you should be pretty excited for that, I hope. But, basically what we do here is we do a bunch of random stuff, obviously, like I said, outside of CWF Live. The first thing we're doing on the first episode is going through my figure collection. This is updated from my first video I ever posted on this channel. You can go check that out if you want. It'll be a link in the description. But this is kind of an updated version. A lot of the same figures are in here. I still don't have a big collection. I really want to get a larger collection. I kind of lost interest in WWE for a little while, and then I got back into it, and I still only had the old figures. You know, not any of the new people like Ricochet or Grand Metalik. So many talents that are new that I didn't know about until I rewatched WWE. So, you know, I still got a far ways to go, but I have my bin of figures right here. So, I'm going to go through them and give you a backstory behind the ones I know that have backstory, and, you know, it'll be a pretty interesting episode. As you can see back there in the corner, I have a J&J Security body with a Fandango head on it. He was just, I guess, one of my announcers for one of the episodes, and I kind of kept him there. So that's the figure number one. It's kind of a stupid idea, but I might change his head for one of the Build-A referees or something. I don't know. All right, pick it out of the basket. We got number one. I'm not rating these. I'm just kind of taking them out of the basket. We got Daniel Bryan. Now, this is my custom heel Daniel Bryan. I gave him the Stone Cold biker vest, painted it black and blue, painted the knee pads blue, and the bottom half of the kick pads. I think this is a absolutely dope figure. It took a while to make, so I think it's pretty cool. Diving into the next one, I wasn't very satisfied with this figure when I bought it from Meyer. So, it is the Brock Lesnar Seth Rollins Battle Pack Basic, with him and his sweatpants and his get-up that doesn't really look like him. The head sculpt is horrible, and I don't know if you guys can see on the head sculpt here, there is a whole-ass complete paint smudge. I don't know what Mattel did here, but whatever they did was definitely a mistake. And also, the sweatpants don't look like sweatpants. They look more like jeans or like dress pants with a tank top. It looks really dumb. But I really just bought the pack for the Universal title belt that came with it. But, you know, it is what it is. This figure is this figure, and I can't do anything about that. So, moving on, we've got another random figure. My friend DMPW named this guy Paul. And he has no hand. I obviously have to put him in a hand. Put him in a hand. I gotta put a hand on him. But, you know, it's no big deal. Not a biggie. Just kind of put a Build-A-Wrestler head on him, or Build-A-Referee head on him, and then put a Stone Cold WrestleMania 32 body on him. So, no big deal. Decent looking figure. I don't know. It's not even a decent looking figure. I don't know what it is. Next up, we have the second edition of the Battle Pack. Is the Seth Rollins with the Beast Slayer shirt. I did do a head swap for another Seth Rollins figure. So this is a earlier Seth Rollins head sculpt that I just painted over the blonde on with black. So yeah, that's that. It's a decent figure, which doesn't have much articulation because it's basic articulation. I can't speak. Moving on. Let's see. We got the exotic Adam Rose, the former Battle Royal champion. He lost to AJ Styles with the help of Daniel Bryan. And on CWF Live on Friday, I think, I'm hoping Adam Rose is going to confront Daniel Bryan about that. And I want to see them fight. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see about that. Pretty decent figure. It's one of the earlier lines of the basics. So, obviously, as you can see, it has the better articulation in the arms. And it's just a much better figure than some of the recent basics that we've gotten. I'm going to move this ladder out of the way so I can fit more figures here. Put it over there. All right. Coming up next, we have the Woken Matt Hardy. This is the normal version. I have a custom version that I will show you guys. But this is just the normal version, the WrestleMania 36 Matt Hardy. Pretty great figure, actually. I would have wished they didn't use the pine cone joints and they used the ball joints because it really hinders the articulation. But hey, it's not a bad figure. I also wish they would have used a more ripped mold. But, that's not my decision to make. But hey, it's a pretty decent figure. I'll give Mattel that much of loyalty. Alright, moving on. We have a Defining Moments Undertaker. Great figure. Great design and probably look good on paper, but let me tell you one thing. The figure articulation is horrible. First 2 weeks for you, it'll just give out. It'll give out like trash. As you can see, the arms are like fidget spinners. They just spin around like that. The chest is just like, look at that. That is not what you want with your wrestling figure. So, yeah, that's not one of the favorites on my list, but the figure does look great. I don't know why I didn't get the, there's a different version of it I should have got, but, coming in next is one of my mini wrestling figures. It is the, El Torito. It came in a battle pack with Hornswoggle. I mean, I don't know how to talk to you about it. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I don't know how to talk to you guys about this figure. I mean, it's not, like, a beautiful figure. It's just a little person figure, but it's a pretty decent figure. It is what it is. I can't reiterate the fact that it's tiny, but it's up there. It's up there in my collection. It's one of the figures I secretly love. So I'll put them over there. Next up is we have myself. Yep, it's me. Even though I don't have a shaved head, I don't know why I called this myself. I might switch the head sculpt for good old Paul over there. I might switch his head sculpt because there's a Build-A-Referee. Yeah, it's just a J&J security guy I use as my announcer and as well as me. So, it is what it is. I don't know. Moving on, we have an Elite something, Bret the Hitman Hart that I did a fix-up on. I've switched up the knee pads and stuff, so it's not a bad figure. I really enjoy it. I switched the knee pads, boots, arm pads, and head. The only thing I don't like about this figure is that, I don't know, just the torso looks nothing like the actual skin tone. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know, it's weird. It is what it is, but it's definitely weird. It's something that's not my favorite about the figure, but hey, overall, the articulation in the figure is great, so I have no complaints. Moving on, it's probably one of my favorite figures I've ever bought. It is the Elite 65 Roman Reigns. I put new arm pads on there. If I can get this damn thing to focus. I put new arm pads on there. Oh my god, come on, buddy, focus. Yeah, I put new arm pads on there. I mean, it covers up the red arm pads, but it's still... I prefer the more bulged out arm pads because just when it's painted on, it doesn't look that great. But other than that, as well, probably one of my best figures I have in the collection. Moving on, we got a Defining Moments Hulk Hogan. This guy is an absolute great figure. The articulation's good. It stays good. I mean, there's nothing bad about this figure. I have all the accessories, the rippable tank top, the headband, the necklace, and the very old school championship, which is absolutely sick. So yeah, no complaints on this figure, really at all. I do think it's a great figure. It does have a weird side. Look at that. You can see it's like a weird side sway like that. I don't know. But no worries. Moving on. Here we go. Here's my custom, more up-to-date, broken Matt Hardy. Obviously, still has the white attire from the other one. But it's still a pretty dope figure. I might do some red aspects in there somehow. I'll figure out a way to do that. But I did paint the blonde streak red, so that does look pretty damn cool. So yeah, that's a very, very cool figure to top off the collection. Moving on, let's see, we got the Elite 65 Ronda Rousey that came with the table you see over here and the contract. Pretty decent figure. I kind of bought the figure to get the table and the contract, but it is what it is. The figure's still pretty nice. Yeah, it's a pretty dope figure. Alright, moving on, we have a custom Seth Rollins. I built this figure from the bottom up because I don't have a Seth Rollins figure. I just used a bunch of old parts to make the Seth Rollins figure. Oh god, we're knocking people over. I just used a bunch of old parts to make the figure, and the one thing I don't like, which I can fix pretty soon, it's just so loose. It's like a damn rag doll. It's really just a horrible way to make a figure, but I think I can fix it up and make it a much better figure, considering he is the Ultimate Champion. So, moving on to the list, we have an Elite Goldust. Goldust is Seth Rollins' protege, obviously. I switched out the boots and the head sculpt for a basic head sculpt, because the other one, it was screaming. I didn't like that. I like the more, cocky face on that Goldust. It just makes him look more, a little more official. So, it's a pretty dope figure. I really enjoy using it. The articulation is absolutely beautiful. So, no complaints on that figure. I want to be really careful. I don't want to knock everything the hell over. If I do that, then the whole video is ruined. Okay, moving on. Oh, this is one of my favorite figures as well. Is my Stone Cold Steve Austin fix-up. This guy's dope. I put the knee brace on him. I gave him new knee pads. Gave him elbow pads. Fixed up that head. The torso. Gave him those smaller boots. It just looks absolutely great. And I found a Steve Austin biker jacket as well. So, I'm really, really, really happy about that. Great figure all around. This is one of my favorite figures. So, I definitely love this figure. Next figure is the WrestleMania 21. I think this is the Defining Moments Elite John Cena. Great figure. Really, truly great figure. Except, the wristbands are a little cartoony. I don't know if I can get a good focus on that, but the wristbands are a little bit cartoony, which could be fixed up, but other than that, it's definitely a great figure. I think I did switch the head on this one. Let me know in the comments. I can't remember if I switched that head, but I probably did. Get this guy to stand up, and then we can move on. Alright, moving on is we got a basic Series 92, maybe? That feels like my lucky number. AJ Styles. Absolutely phenomenal figure. Phenomenal figure. Get it? So yeah, I really enjoy using that figure. The articulation is obviously hindered with the new basic line. No biggie. Moving on is an early Elite. This might be an Elite like 12 or maybe Elite 21. It has a 2 in it, so I know that. I'm not good with my Elite figures. An Elite Ultimate Warrior. Great figure. I love this figure so much. The articulation is great. It does have the pinecone legs, so it's harder to move them. But everything else, it's just an absolutely great figure. Ultimate Warrior is probably one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So to have this figure in the collection makes it even freaking better. Let's see. Who else we got? Alright, we got the custom Kane. Kane made his return the other day on CWF Live. So happy to have Kane back from his knee injury. Pretty dope figure. I added a bunch of stuff onto him. Took off the mask and put on the bald pissed off Kane look. It just looks absolutely beautiful. So happy with the way it turned out. And so happy to have Kane back. Pretty freaking sick. Now, first to last, we only have 2 more figures here. We have the Defining Moments Sting. Absolutely a gem. I painted a couple things on it, but it looks so freaking dope. I'm so happy with the way it looks. And he's a pretty big star in CWF Live, so, I'll take that any day. Now, the last figure, and probably one of my best figures ever that I actually recently got a couple days ago, was Finn Balor. I think it's a Top Talents 2019 Finn Balor. It's got all these cool, awesome things to it. He comes with this little jacket. It has the Finn Balor logo on the back. I don't know if you can see. It's really small. And a thing that I did to the Finn Balor figure itself is I put on a black arm sleeve to add on to the figure, just to make it look a little bit cooler. So yeah, this is that's the entire figure collection. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it an absolute giant thumbs up, and follow my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok down in the description. A couple other things that I pointed out in the start of the video. I can't really remember what, but I'll go back, and everything I said will be down in the description. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you on CWF Live. Friday.